Yo, what up? It's Valid, author of the Barber Blueprint, founder of Fade and Full. We are back with another tutorial. This time I'm doing a fade with a design. Today was a festive day. We had an event at the barbershop and it was really good. I'm wrapping it up right now. So I'm going to give you the full walkthrough, full commentary, cold sore and all. And I'm going to get with you in a minute. Let's get right into it. All right, let's go. Just testing out the angles to make sure you can see everything nice and clear. This is a Monday here at the barbershop. We were expecting a special guest. We were doing an event. Fully staffed, everybody there brought guests. It was a beautiful day. So not quite your normal Monday, but a good day nonetheless. I'm giving young Gio a fade, a bald fade, and I'm gonna do a design on top, which was optional. I didn't expect to do it, but I guess that'll be a surprise at the end. As always, we start off combing the hair. I'm going to use my FX Pros to bald out everything on the bottom and get them in the game. An old school barber a long time ago by the name of Peasy told me that the bald fade, before drop fades came out, he told me bald fades start pretty low. So I always usually set my line really low unless I'm doing a high and tight. In this case, you know, I'm dropping it just a little bit, just so I have a lot more room to make the fade nice and blurry. And as always, clean glides with the trimmers on that section right there. Like just scraping it really clean, just to get that first line in there. This beat you hear playing is from a record called Move How I Move off my upcoming album ABV, Always Been Valid. And this is a different style for me. A lot more upbeat, a lot more fun. And after I finished writing the book, I just took like 3 weeks and caught a vibe in the studio and just started making records. And this is one of the records that you'll hear when the project drops. The Barber Blueprint is coming as well. Took about 18 months to write, and I'm sharing all of the jewels, everything that I learned for the past 20 plus professional years in this game. Of customer service, customer experience, dealing with different shop environments, dealing with almost anything that you could possibly think of. You know, I was just reading the edited manuscript yesterday and realized that I put way more in this book than I thought. We got a cameo from Miss Harris, who's quoted in the book. She's a stylist and beautician. She swears by the sweets. I love doing my clients one-on-one, but I like the environment of a shop. I like different people. I don't mind the in and out. I don't mind just different personalities, the right personalities. I'm using my cordless fast feeds just to blend out those sideburns, which, you know, really is nothing. Blade open up. My razor can catch that and define it. You won't be able to see it on camera until I define it. And I'm coming back with my Babyless FXs to start my blend from the bottom. I'm gonna blend this one from the bottom up. So since Gio's hair is kind of short, it's already laid down. It doesn't really take much to blend. I start with my blade closed. I have my FX Pro Zero Gap, and you see got a little two-step. Ain't nothing wrong with catching a vibe. You know, got DJ Ty on the turntables on a Monday. It's crazy. So I start off with the blade close. My blade is zero gap, not by choice. Mr. West zero gap my blade when he fixed these. So I had an issue with him once upon a time, and he opened up, you know, did an oil change and tune up on my Babylisses, and now they're zero gap. But I don't mind, you know, once I know how my clippers cut, it's easy for me to just adapt my style to whatever clippers that I have, and I don't mind them zero gap. Typically, I don't zero gap any of my adjustables. I like to keep them factory settings. And if I didn't have these zero gap, okay, so what I'm showing you right here is me just adjusting the lever as I go. But if I didn't have these zero gap, I would be using my trimmers to blend out that bottom line. So there's a way that I use my trimmers to blend out the bottom line where I go like kind of with the grain. But I probably won't be showing you that. Maybe I'll do a video and show you that. But this is a little bit more easy. The fact that I got them zero gap makes the job a little bit easier. But I mean, if your clippers aren't zero gap, then you got to find different strategies in order to, you know, get the lines out. Knowing what your clippers can do is the real key, you know. Knowing what they do and knowing how to use them. I recall my last like 2 tutorials ago, I had some errors on the back section, so that's why I spent a little bit more time on it today. You know, I'm just getting back in the swing of things with making these tutorials, so I want to make sure I get the cut right. You know, go through the steps, but make sure the cut looks good. You know what I mean? I used to get scared when I watch barbers fade like this because, I mean, it looks like nothing is really happening. I guess, you know, me having the years of experience, you know, it's nothing to fade this way. It might look like I'm going up, but I can see that the hair is being blended. A closer up angle will show you that there's actually hair there, so that is not a bald line. I'm just slowly working my way around, making sure I hit every area equally, showing the same attention with the levels to every area. Make sure it's blended so that there's no lines, no streaks, anything like that. Please leave a comment and request some tutorials that you want me to do. And even if there's a cut that you request that is not like my top cut to do with my skill set, I'll still attempt to do it, you know. There's no such thing as the perfect cut. No such thing as the perfect cut. We can get some good cuts, you know, 9.5 out of 10, but a perfect cut, like what you see these guys doing on Instagram with the sprays and dyes, I mean, in the Photoshop effects, it's not a real thing, man. Remember, this is NV, natural V. We keep it as natural as we possibly can. So I'm coming back with my fast feeds. I swear by my fast feeds for blends. I believe these are the best blending clipper, although I use my Babyliss for that bottom line. I love my fast feeds. That is my 2 guard right there. And I'm gonna try to go against the grain just to see exactly where Gio's hair is. And I see that actually did nothing, so I'm gonna come back with the 1. Boom. Get that area, that back and bottom area against the grain. What do y'all think about this beat though? For those that are familiar with my music, would you expect me to be rapping to a beat like this? I wanted to catch like a cool summer vibe. Like, I wanted to make the type of music that I ride to, the type of music that I could listen to in the shop. So right here, what I'm showing you is the difference between the bottom line. So really, essentially, I look at fades like blending two lines. So that top line got to get blended out, and then that bottom line got to get blended out. And that's all it's showing right there. Once I get that secondary area nice and leveled out, I'm gonna go against the grain on the top with a 2, which really didn't do too much. But I wanted to keep it as dark as possible. I wanted to like set the hair a certain way, keep it dark. I think doing Gio's hair with that one guard against the grain would have been way too low, and I want this fade to have some definition. Really what I was trying to do is like a Nas fade right here. Now, my man directly across from me, Biggs the Barber, is very confident about how blurry his blend is. So my objective is to make mine as blurry as possible. And he's been giving me my props on how I've been lacing these cuts. I mean, I literally have been doing so much, you know, taking time to write this book, taking time to write this album, and you know, running the shop is a task within itself too. So people probably forget that I can cut. So just getting back in the mold. The tutorials are relighting the fire of me just running through cuts and doing them actually good. You know what I'm saying? Like we can get jaded and burnt out with doing haircuts. Like it can become robotic after a while. You know, you gotta find a way to relight that fire, keep that passion, and doing these tutorials is that for me, the challenge. You know, some of us are fueled by different things, and different things at different times. You know, sometimes you can be fueled by individualism, like I'm gonna do this cut, you know, my way. But me at this point, you know, it's a little bit of madness. You know, when you're saying that I can't do it, it makes me like want to do it even more and show you that I'm gonna do it to the best quality, best of my ability. Right here I'm going against the grain with my one guard lever open just a little bit, just to blend in the top. I did the top with my smallest purple guard with the grain just to take down Gio's top. Pause. All while vibing out with the tunes of DJ Ty on the turntables. So there's a section in the book where I talk about marketing, right? And doing this event at the barbershop on a Monday, pop-up shop, is a form of marketing. You know, you can use the barbershop not just as a place where people can get their service and get their confidence, but just a place where people can gather. You know, uniting everybody, you know, with a united goal. You know, it just makes for team building so much better. Like you get, like it pays dividends. Like you have team building, then you have the gathering of the people meeting other people at the barbershop, even an opportunity for DJ Ty to showcase his skills. So whatever that may be for you in your shop, explore those options. We do things that people might consider crazy, like cookies every Saturday, book reading, book club for children at our shop. And when they complete the book club, you know, they get a free voucher for a free cut. And just, you know, different ways to bring people in the barbershop and let people know that we care about the community. We are offering more than just a haircut. You know, there's a lot of businesses in our communities that extract the wealth and it goes other places, but you know, we want to reinvest with the resources that are available to us. We want to do whatever we can. You know, haircuts probably range between $20 to $60 at the most. You know, we pay our operating expenses, we take care of ourselves. You know, there isn't much more to reinvest into the community. We reinvest into the shop, but we invest our time. Like, time is the most valuable asset that we have. So if we can spend a little bit of time, you know, outside of giving a haircut with the people. I believe that helps the people, helps the shop, and it's just a good experience, man. You know, I'm blending out this with my blade all the way open. And this is where it pretty much gets easy, you know, just knowing what my clippers can do, you know, just adjusting the lever wherever I see an area that needs to be blended, you know, setting the lever at a point where I know it could just get it out. It's gonna come easy over time, and don't be afraid to stretch that skin up so the hair stands up. You know, for a long time I was the guy that, you know, scared to touch people a certain way, and you know, once you get in the mode of giving a haircut, like, you just focused on the haircut. You know, you don't really care about moving somebody's head a certain way or stretching their skin a certain way or tapping their ear down. This is the smallest guard, just a level up from my blade all the way. See how that line is just getting blended out? It's like second nature. Yeah, I just took that guard off mad fast. With no warning, man. So sometimes when I do this, I forget the camera is going and just get in like full cut mode. So I took the guard off, and that's just a blade open right there. Now guard is coming back on. There we go. I tell a story in the book about how an old school barber named Bam taught me how to fade with a pair of Andis Masters. Now it's crazy because, like, I don't even use those anymore. Do you use Andis Masters? Because I feel like that clipper is so outdated. It's so old school. I did a tutorial on this channel with a pair of those, and it was like, y'all was flaming me in the comments on that, man. Like, doing a fade with those. Okay, so Ty is recording me. He's playing one of my songs. But I did a fade with those Andis Masters, and it was like the most choppy, blocky fade ever in YouTube history. Let me know, what is your favorite clipper to fade with? For me, it's the fast feeds. I'm gonna go with my Babyliss Pros and my fast feeds. Are there any clippers that you recommend I should try? Am I old school with my fast feeds, my cordless fast feeds, and my Babyliss Pros? What is the new clipper? I know Lex was showing us a clipper on this channel. I can't remember what it was called, but I don't believe she showed us how it cut. I think she showed us like the different colorways and shared some stuff about the motor, but I don't remember much about how that clipper cut, and I don't even remember the name of that clipper, to be honest with you. I had to look back on the channel and see. Let me know if you recommend any other clipper that I should be using in 2024. Now I'm just doing a little bit of touch-up work right here. Everything is almost blended and ready to go. Do you see any flaws? Do you see anything that needs to be fixed here? Let me know. Leave a comment. I'll respond to every single comment too. All right, this is V's time. I think I'm the only person that does this. So I open my blade and just smooth down the front, just so it makes it easy for me to line with my razor. Gio, you on cam? There you go. Get used to seeing this, no matter what cut. Unless somebody is, I think even if somebody's not getting a hard line in the front, I still would probably smooth down that section right there. It just makes the line look so much better when you smooth that hair down. I don't like any hair sticking up. That back is pretty blurry too. Touch up work. with my small purple guard. CDB in the building. Barber extraordinaire. One of the best barbers in the game. On a Monday. See P over there getting busy. P laced the crazy taper. Mr. West coming through. Man, we were fully staffed. Everybody that is in the gang was in the building on a Monday. Now I'm putting on the cream, soften up that hair. I don't believe I ever do the kids with no cream, so pause. Do razor lines on children with no cream. Mostly beards I'll probably do with no cream or soap. And get that hair, just laying down. Once I wipe it off, we come back with the razor. Everything pretty much is with the grain with this razor line, except for probably the corners. And I'm gonna get there we go, better angle so you can see. Because I never ever get like the real good angles when I do these razor lines. So see, just with the grain. So I place the razor at probably a 40-degree angle, exactly where I want the line to be, and just glide it down nice and smooth. Your touch can't be too hard or too soft. Just enough to cut the hair. Not really pressing the skin too much. See, boom. A few swipes, that line is in there. And this is a technique that works for me. I learned this from my cousin Mackie, who owns a barbershop in a reputable neighborhood, Razor Sharp. It's funny, the name of his shop is Razor Sharp, and I learned this technique from him. Once I saw him doing edge ups like this, I was like, yeah, nah, I'm doing all my edge ups like this. The only reason why I won't do an edge up like this is if I'm like in a super rush or just somebody is not staying still. Because this technique needs some precision. So if somebody is like doing a lot of talking and moving and just, I'm not even gonna waste my time and effort on doing this. Or they're not willing to lean back, because it's not, if they just don't want to lean back, then it's not ergonomically friendly for me to be just doing this on them. Like, I'll have to hunch back. I'll have to go to the chiropractor because they don't want to lean back. So if they ain't relaxing for this technique, then I'm just going to, give them what they want, get them out of there. Everybody doesn't want the super detailed cut, unfortunately. They say they want it, but not willing to sit still for it all the time. Gio's chilling. Now, I asked him if he wanted a design, and he said yes, so that's why we're here. I used the corner of my FX Pros to do a line, kind of like a pencil. And I don't spend a lot of time, just jamming the blade into his head. Just a quick line, not a super defined line, because what I'm going to do is come back and use my razor to really define it. And it's not perfect, but this is just like the first draft for what's to come. So a little bit of cream on there just to soften the hair and get that area right, and wipe it off, and then I define the design with my razor. I can do a lot more intricate designs than this. However, just for the sake of time, we just did something simple. This same technique can work no matter what design that you do. If you're an artist and you can draw whatever you want in there. I'm not the guy that can do the portraits. I could barely draw a portrait, so it would take me probably hours to do a portrait or anything. It's been a while since I've done like cartoon characters or graffiti letters. I don't advertise that I do that type of stuff anymore because it's just so time consuming, and I would have to charge somebody like a lot of money just to do that. And people don't get it frequently enough for me to offer that service, but if you know, you know. So I just keep it simple, a little zigzag with a swirl, or if they have like, some some type of request, customer request for a line, then I can do it. But anything intricate like designs, words, letters, logos, like, you know, we're gonna be in the chair for about 90 minutes for that, because not only do I have to do the cut, but then the design takes about the same time of a cut for me. So it's almost a double price cut, and people are just like, why has it got to be double price? Well, you're not paying for, well, you're paying for the time that it takes me to do it, but also paying for the skill and expertise too. Like all of the years that I put in order to be able to do it super fast within an hour. I also talk about pricing in the book too, which seems to be like a controversial thing in our industry. I see the new era of barbering running ads telling you that you should be charging $500 for a cut. I'm not opposed to that if you're able to get it, but you know, you got to look at the median income of your town. You got to look at the type of people that you service. You know, a lot of barbers won't raise their price because they feel like their clients can't afford that, and I get it. I've been there. But there's so much different framework that goes into what you should be charging that I had to break it down in the book, my way of breaking it down in the book. So one of the jewels that I'll give you is look at your schedule. If your schedule is 100% booked 100% of the time, then you are not charging enough. You are not charging enough. You want to have some availability. Alright, I'm just messing with Gio a little bit. So you want to have some availability for people that can charge, people that can pay you what you want to charge. You know, raising the price up a little bit will free up some time in your schedule. You will lose people when you raise the price. I know that a lot of people are scared of that, but you will lose some people. But when you lose those people, you know, maybe it might be 5, 10, or whatever, relative to however many clients you serve, but you make room for people that'll pay your price. Once you have that room, you know, there's ways to attract more people. You know, get those reviews, get those referrals, and rebook. Rebooking is the best way to bring people back. Alright, let's get the close up. Let's see how it's looking. Gio's right, design clean, fade is blurry, and he's gonna give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for this message. I'll catch you on the next one. This is the Barber Blueprint. I'm not your normal internet guru. I'm a guy that's really in the trenches, really been through it, and I look forward to you getting some value from my story and from my journey as a barber in this game. I'm not standing here the guy that's promising you that you're gonna be a millionaire. But what I am promising you is that you'll be a better barber if you apply the jewels in this book, the Barber Blueprint.